guys, Charlotte here, Bloom Tuesday. Let's do it, shall we? I hope this finds you well. Let's quickly talk about what we have going on in these bouquets this week. Beautiful coral tulips, these insanely beautiful roses that are just going to keep opening. They kind of will get lighter as they open. We have just a snippet, just a little bit of the huckleberry. We have this beautiful, look at this, Photinia, sort of the bronzy tipped. We have mums. These mums, kind of like a bronzy copper, they will open and be really nice and full. And then we have peonies that will open to this. These are coral char peonies. Once you cut the ends, these are going to start opening. If you have any things covering the bloom, you can always peel those off. If they're really tight, we're going to open just fine. But for future, if you ever have a problem with getting your peonies to open, you can dip them in hot water, because oftentimes there's like this sappiness around here that kind of keeps them stuck closed. So if you dip them in hot water just for a hot second, kind of like, you know, brush it off, that helps remove that sugary sweetness that's keeping them closed. And then a fresh cut into warm water is always going to be the best way. So I went ahead and prepped a vase. I haven't made an arrangement with you guys in a while, so I thought we're way overdue. So I have done the chicken wire and I did the tape grid, and I'm going to put this out there to you. I have sent little packs of chicken wire tape. You can use Scotch tape, the clear tape. But if you guys ever want that, just email me, info@bloomtuesday.com, or DM me on Instagram. I'm happy to provide that for you. No problem, because sometimes it makes all the difference. I know when I've taught classes in the past, once they, you know, use this as like a flower frog, it really changes the way that they're able to create an arrangement. So if you need help, you let me know. Also, this vase was created by one of our subscribers, Miss Janet. So it's hands down one of my most favorite. I mean, just look at the lines here. So, and I thought it went really well with this palette this week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start greening it up. I'm going to strip off the foliage because I don't want the foliage in the water. Foliage in the water is going to make for funky water that's going to allow bacteria to grow. I'm going to cut again. And once that bacteria takes hold, it's going to be shortening the life of your flowers. So I highly recommend, you know, sort of flushing water through, changing it out every few days if you really want to, fresh cut, keep your flowers fresh. Also, you know, keep the arrangement away from, again, fresh cut. Keep your arrangement away from like a bright sunny window or electronics or a lamp or something that's going to like emit heat and light and shorten the life of your arrangement. I know you guys know this, I know, but it's just a good reminder, right? So anyways, I'm just talking and doing. See, this is what we can do. You can be like, put your earbuds in, call your mom, make an arrangement, just kind of have fun with it. I mean, really, that is what this is about, right? Just kind of having fun with it. Please don't take yourselves too seriously when it comes to playing with flowers. Flower play is flower therapy. Again, fresh cut. And it is something that we should most certainly not be getting stressed about, okay? There's no wrong way to do floral design, is what I always say. Just the very act of doing it really sort of grounds you and calms you down. And then looking at that arrangement that you create all week long, I mean, that's a little ego booster, a little self-esteem booster. So what I've done is I've greened it up, okay? And this is kind of how I like doing things. It gives me some shape. I'm an asymmetry girl by, you know, just for the most part in the things I do. And so that is what I did. It's not super even, it's a little in and out. I like that. I like what happens there. So I think I'm gonna take my rose. I'm gonna peel off at the excess foliage, fresh cut, and I'm gonna sink it here. and kind of how I see, I'm going to be doing this backwards with you guys, so I may need to flip it around, but I'm kind of seeing like maybe something that goes up here and then down here, just to kind of, you know, let's play around with it and see what happens. Again, I don't need all that foliage on the rose, too much foliage on the rose. The water needs to come up these big old beefy stems, and if it's like having to travel to hydrate the foliage, that's not really our focal point. You know, let's get rid of that. So this is being a little persnickety here, and I think it's because, oh, here we go. So I just had to play around with it and see, I don't want them to be at the same height, but I like sort of this in and out thing that's happening. And then I'm going to take my third one again. We don't need all that foliage. However, if you really like the foliage, that's fine. Fresh cut. You know, I think one of the questions that I get most is like, how do you know how short to cut? Well, you don't. You do it. If it doesn't work, you recut it. You know, yeah, see? Now it's got the little different levels happening there. And then let's go ahead and do our tulip, shall we? Now remember, kids, the tulips are gonna grow. They're gonna get leggy. Oh my goodness. Look at this little magical one. It's all stripy. It's so fun. So again, peel off that excess foliage. Tulips are gonna grow towards the light. They're gonna continue to extend. So I suggest sort of sinking them down lower and then allowing them to really grow and get leggy throughout the week. And I'm gonna just kind of sink one over here. So you see I've got all of that going in and out. And like so. Let's see. Clean some more foliage. And let's see what happens if I kind of sink it up there. Oh, let me see. I kind of like the way that's looking a little. It's definitely a little wild child, right? Let's take our mums, shall we? These are really long, so what you could even do is cut, because when these open, then you're gonna have little pockets here. I'm always gonna recut. Flowers love to reseal their little stems after you cut them. So we wanna make sure that we're doing everything that we can to ensure that they are going to hydrate. And again, this is gonna look completely different in a few days once all these things really start opening up. And again, I'm just gonna cut that mum. I'm gonna sink it sort of down here and then use this over here. So again, they're gonna open and get really kind of fun. Then with the peonies, I know it's hard because they are like this, but they will get like this. So kind of be thinking about where you want to put that. I think that I wouldn't mind having a really like bam moment there. And also the tonality of that is going to be pretty fantastic against these two. It's like the perfect color of the tulips. That's the kind of stuff that just makes me so happy. Oh my God, the color, and when it matches and it's like muy simpatico and it plays nice together, and I'm just like, oh, it makes me so happy. So it's just, you know, just color speaking to my soul. So, and then I do have just a tiny bit of foliage left. I wouldn't mind kind of giving us a little pop right here. And what I love here is when this is really a nice contrast for this. So it fills it nicely, it frames those peonies nicely when they start opening and so forth. So again, this is what I created. This is really tight. A couple days from now, it's gonna be like, woo! But you know, that's the thing. I love bringing you guys super fresh product that is gonna last you the whole week, if sometimes longer than that. So that's why I work with all of the people that I do at the market, being able to get the really fresh, good stuff for you guys. I want to say a quick thank you for all of your Mother's Day orders. Whew, we were busy, and Robbie and I super appreciate all of your support. We love that. So thank you very much. Siren Boutique, we sold out. Oh my gosh, I dropped off and then I got a text at 12:03 on Saturday that we'd already sold out. So I'm doing my best to keep that baby stocked for you. We will be dropping off today at noon. We will have the 24 tulip bouquets, and when we were going to have some really great, we're going to just do some more protea bouquets this week with the roses and some of the mums, and they're going to be really sassy and spicy and fun for all of you guys to play with over in West Portal or wherever you are. So thank you so much. Until we meet again, have a beautiful day. Bye.